Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dante Moore. Complete. Fights off a defender.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
The run inside. It's Marshall. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he doesn't
have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them. I got trust in them. And it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Throwing more. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute show.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense changing the play. More to throw for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs. Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Makes the catch. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On the ground, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. More play action. Under fire. Turning it on. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. In the red area, it's Hill. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A strike downfield. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's Moore to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Marshall, and he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
Complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Yellow Jackets sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. almost had the completion, just missed it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Got the back over the middle. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Using his legs, it's Davison. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, Moore. Makes a catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Ducks are rolling down the field.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but
got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. And they swarm him under.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Slithers into space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Cut there. Here's a little room there. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Coming out with it, it's Chambers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Underwood unloads it downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now improvising. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The throw. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Makes the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Stumbled to the ground.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here's Underwood to throw. Might be looking to run. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Oh, could be an alley. Hard running there. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man down the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Using the quick game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is good. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.